Welcome to this educational video on bacteria, the fascinating prokaryotic microorganisms. Bacteria are single-celled organisms that lack a true nucleus, making them fundamentally different from more complex life forms. In this video, we will explore the world of these microscopic organisms that play crucial roles in our ecosystem and daily lives. This is part of our Microorganisms series, where we dive deep into the invisible world around us. Bacteria are prokaryotic cells, which means they do not have a membrane-bound nucleus or other specialized organelles found in more complex cells. These microscopic organisms are truly ubiquitous, meaning they are found everywhere on Earth, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains, and even inside our own bodies. Most bacteria are incredibly small, typically measuring between 0.5 to 5 micrometers in size, making them invisible to the naked eye. Bacteria are also among the most ancient forms of life, having evolved over 3.5 billion years ago, long before plants or animals appeared on our planet. The structure of prokaryotic cells is relatively simple compared to eukaryotic cells. In bacteria, the genetic material, which is deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA, exists in a region called the nucleoid. Unlike eukaryotic cells, this DNA is not enclosed by a membrane. Bacteria do not have mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of eukaryotic cells, nor do they have chloroplasts. Instead, their cell membrane performs many of these functions. Bacterial cells are protected by a rigid cell wall made of a unique substance called peptidoglycan, which provides structural support and protection. Bacteria do contain ribosomes, which are molecular machines that make proteins, but these ribosomes are smaller than those found in eukaryotic cells. Bacteria come in three primary shapes, which help scientists classify and identify them. The first type is called cocci, which are spherical or round-shaped bacteria. These can exist individually or cluster together in groups. The second type is bacilli, which are rod-shaped bacteria that look like tiny cylinders. These are among the most common bacterial forms. The third type is spirilla, which have a spiral or corkscrew shape, allowing them to move in unique ways through liquid environments. The shape of a bacterium often relates to its function and how it interacts with its environment. Bacteria reproduce through a process called binary fission, which is a form of asexual reproduction. In binary fission, one bacterial cell grows and then divides into two identical daughter cells, each receiving a complete copy of the genetic material. This process is remarkably fast, with some bacteria able to divide every 20 minutes under ideal conditions. Because of this rapid division time, bacterial populations can grow exponentially, meaning the number of cells doubles with each generation. This is why a single bacterium can produce millions of offspring in just a few hours under the right conditions. Bacteria have diverse ways of obtaining nutrition and energy. Autotrophs are bacteria that can produce their own food using light energy or chemical energy from their environment. A common example is cyanobacteria, which perform photosynthesis similar to plants. Heterotrophs, on the other hand, obtain nutrients by consuming organic compounds from other sources. Most bacteria fall into this category. Bacteria can also be classified by their oxygen requirements. Aerobic bacteria require oxygen for their metabolism and use oxygen as an electron acceptor in cellular respiration. Anaerobic bacteria, however, can survive and thrive without oxygen, using fermentation or alternative forms of respiration to generate energy. The vast majority of bacteria are beneficial and play essential roles in our world. In our gut, beneficial bacteria aid digestion by breaking down food and produce important vitamins like vitamin K and some B vitamins. In agriculture, certain bacteria perform nitrogen fixation, converting atmospheric nitrogen into forms that plants can use for growth. Bacteria are nature's recyclers, breaking down organic matter through decomposition and recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. In biotechnology, bacteria are engineered to produce important medicines like insulin for diabetes treatment and various antibiotics. Bacteria are also crucial in food production, helping to make yogurt, cheese, and other fermented foods. Additionally, the beneficial bacteria in and on our bodies help strengthen our immune system defense, protecting us from harmful microorganisms. While most bacteria are harmless or beneficial, some bacteria cause diseases and are called pathogenic bacteria. Tuberculosis is a serious lung disease caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which has affected humans for thousands of years. Cholera is a severe intestinal infection caused by Vibrio cholerae, typically spread through contaminated water. Strep throat is a common bacterial infection caused by Streptococcus bacteria, affecting the throat and tonsils. It is important to understand that pathogenic bacteria represent only a small fraction of all bacterial species, but they can have significant impacts on human, animal, and plant health. Antibiotic resistance is a growing concern in modern medicine. Bacteria can evolve to resist antibiotics through genetic mutations and gene transfer between cells. Several factors contribute to this problem. The overuse of antibiotics, even when they are not necessary, creates selective pressure that favors resistant bacteria. When patients do not complete their full treatment courses, some bacteria survive and can develop resistance. Bacteria can also share resistance genes with each other through a process called horizontal gene transfer, spreading resistance quickly through populations. Natural selection pressure means that when antibiotics are present, resistant bacteria survive and multiply while susceptible ones die off. This makes infections harder to treat and emphasizes the importance of using antibiotics responsibly. Let us review the key points about bacteria. First, bacteria are prokaryotic organisms that lack membrane-bound organelles, making them structurally simpler than eukaryotic cells. Second, bacteria exist in diverse shapes including spherical, rod-shaped, and spiral forms, and they are found everywhere on Earth, from soil to water to inside living organisms. Third, most bacteria are beneficial, playing vital roles in supporting ecosystems, aiding human digestion, recycling nutrients, and producing important medicines and foods. Finally, understanding bacteria helps us combat diseases more effectively and address the serious challenge of antibiotic resistance. By learning about these microscopic organisms, we gain insight into the invisible world that profoundly affects our lives every day. Thank you for learning about bacteria with us today.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.